It's your boy Laggin24 coming at you with Exo Zombie review, with an Exo Zombie review. I'm going to talk about Exo Zombies. We're going to just do a little commentary over some video here, and we're going to discuss things that I like and dislike about Exo Zombies on the map Outbreak, in case some of you PlayStation Nation people and PC guys are still on the fence on whether you're going to buy the Havoc DLC. I'm not going to be covering the full multiplayer maps because that's not what we do here on my channel, just the Exo Zombies. Treyarch, this game is very similar to Treyarch style zombies, and it's an argument I keep hearing. People seem to be agitated by that. I don't get the argument. I honestly don't. Like, if you like Treyarch zombies, then what's the problem with having a product that is very similar to Treyarch zombies? I think it might be some of the people that just want to argue because I don't get it. You like Treyarch zombies, here's a product that's just like Treyarch zombies. Quit bitching. Quit bitching. The perk machines are cool. I do like the perk machine. Some of the perks are like, okay, so for example, Exo Slam. You get that, you can jump up in the air and slam down on the zombies and hurt them and kill them. But in addition to that, it also gives you no blast damage, I think. So some of the perks are like multi-perks, if that makes sense. It's kind of like PhD Flopper in a way. And I believe Exo Soldiers has a couple of abilities as well. It's gung-ho for multiplayer, but it also seems to give you faster sprint or maybe like stamina up. I'm still playing around with that, but I do like the perks. I look forward to seeing some more new perks as more DLC comes out. Maybe the next one will have an additional new perk, which would be really cool. There are the point system is just like Treyarch, so familiarity is good. Is that a word? I think so. So that's good. We don't have to learn like a new point system, so that's I do enjoy that. They have Easter eggs, and there's a musical Easter egg, and there's also the main Easter egg. We'll talk a little bit more about the main Easter egg in a little bit. The box is cool. It's a two-print. I'm sorry, it's not a two-print. It's a 3D print box, and from that, you can, with a lot of skill and a little bit of luck, get the gun that you want. But it is not as easy as the people think. I think the people that say it's nothing like the mystery box because you can just get whatever you want probably haven't played yet. You can't just get whatever you want. You can try to get whatever you want, and maybe like 1 out of 10 tries you'll get what you want, unless you're super good at timing. It's actually very challenging to get what you want out of the box. So the box is cool. I do like the box. The traps, I've been a big fan of traps ever since the first game of Treyarch I've ever played. I think the first map I ever played was probably Keynote or Totem. And I just love the traps. Traps are okay on this one. We'll talk about that a little bit more later as well. Characters are cool. I do like the cast of characters. I hope they keep this cast of characters. The quotes are good right now. They could be better, a little more dialogue, but for now it's pretty good. There's a story unfolding. The characters are talking to each other about it. There's some funny one-liners. There's some vulgar stuff. I mean, it's not as good as the 4 original characters from Treyarch, but still good. Still good. I do enjoy them a lot. There is another character on the map named Angie, who is the voice of the Atlas building they're in. And I think they took some inspiration from Resident Evil from the, there was a Hive. The Hive, if you guys seen the Resident Evil movie, there's the Hive, and then in there was a computer voice called the Red Queen. This reminds me a lot of that, and also the dogs. There are dogs. I do like dog rounds. But the dogs also remind me of some of the dogs that we've seen in the Resident Evil movies, with the huge mouths and everything. So I think they took actually a little bit of inspiration from Resident Evil, as well as a lot of inspiration from Treyarch. So we got the dogs, and then there's wall weapons. Wall weapons are okay. I mean, you've got sort of like the Olympia, which would be in this game the Bulldog, and then there's an MK14, which would be the M14, I guess. So pretty standard wall weapons in the starting room, and then some decent ones as you progress through the map. The map size is not huge, but I'm okay with that. I mean, it's fine. It's just the first map. If you want to compare it to Nocturne on Totem, it's a lot bigger than that. So I'm okay with the map not being huge. I think we'll get bigger maps as they start developing other DLCs. I think what they'll end up doing is taking a lot of community feedback from this first map and probably implementing it in the 3rd or 4th map. I would assume they've already started working on the second, DLC zombie map. And for all I know, they may be finished with it, but maybe the 3rd and 4th one, there's still room and time for them to add some stuff and change some stuff. The Easter egg, we'll go to some of the stuff I don't like about it. The Easter egg, where it was difficult I guess what people keep saying, it's such an easy Easter egg. I wish there was more to it. I think it's only easy because other people figured it out for you. I don't think anybody listening to this figured out the Easter egg without watching videos, except for a couple of people that I know. We're talking about 17 straight hours of grinding to figure out how to get Decker's keycard. It was finally discovered, but that was like really the only pain in the ass step from what I can tell from watching a lot of live streams, and just I follow the right people on Twitter and watching them kind of tweet about it and get a little frustrated here and there. It seemed like that was the only part of the Easter egg that was really challenging. And once that was figured out, the rest of it was figured out like within minutes, and it was very easy. And yeah, now that you know how to do all the steps, it is easy. It's very short to do. And I can't say that for any of the other Treyarch Easter eggs. If you go to try to do those, they're time consuming. It takes quite a few attempts most times. And it's just not that easy, even if you know all the steps. So I think they should work on the main Easter egg. Make them a little more difficult. Make a couple of steps that are that hard to do. Make it a couple of days before someone figures it out, not in the first 24 hours. And I think we'll be onto something. Also, the ending of that Easter egg I thought was just horrible. The damn plane gets shot out of the sky. There's no true cutscene involved. But I am happy that it wasn't an in-game Easter egg, like it didn't end the game. I love that this is survival-based, round-based, wave-based, and not story-driven to where there's a beginning and an end. I don't like those, so I'm very happy about that. There is an 25 Pack-a-Punch machine, MK25 Pack-a-Punch machine, that you unlock after you complete the main Easter egg, which is cool. You know, you get a much more powerful gun, and it has some cool ammo or camo on it. The only problem with it is that you have to do the Easter egg every single time if you want to go to Mark 25. So let's just say you did the Easter egg, you got your cool gun, you die. All right, let me do another run. That Pack-a-Punch machine that allows you to go to Mark 25 is not available. You have to redo the Easter egg. I think that's horrible. I think once you've done the Easter egg once, the game should see that, and it should allow you to use that Pack-a-Punch machine whenever you want, at least in solo. I can understand why multiplayer would be a little bit, co-op would be a little bit of an issue because other players who haven't done it would then be able to use it. But in solo, there's no reason for you not to be able to use it. So I really don't like that. It makes going to high rounds hard. And the same with there not being a pause in solo. How the hell are you supposed to go to round 100 or whatever in solo without a pause? I'll tell you how. You're supposed to get in these damn glitches, and then people get in them and are using them for pause, and then some people will stay in them and never leave. And the zombies just die off. You don't even have to shoot a bullet. They'll just die off after a while, and people are getting these ridiculous leaderboard scores because of these glitches. It's really tempting when you're playing solo with no pause to hop in one for 10-15 minutes to go make a sandwich, get a drink, use the bathroom, take a shower, whatever you want to do. But when you come back, you'll see that a couple of rounds have advanced from what I'm being told. Personally, my highest is round 41. You're watching it right now, and there was no glitching involved whatsoever. It only took me about 3 hours to do this, so I didn't really need the pause. But if I wanted to go higher, had I lasted longer, those glitch spots would have become tempting, I'm telling you. The electromagnetic zombies, the EMZs, they suck. They freaking suck, but they're necessary. Without them, the game would be too easy. People would have no problem getting to high rounds. I think they need to be in there. Should there be a perk that maybe reduces the time affected, or a really, really, really expensive perk that makes them have no effect on you? Maybe, but they need to be in the game. I understand why they're there. And I think that's about it, all the pros and cons. The gameplay is fast. It's crazy. It's chaotic. I love it. Out of a 10, I give it like a 7.5. I will certainly be getting the rest of them. I bought the season pass, but if I hadn't, based off this first one, I would definitely get the second, third, and fourth. I think it's great, and I look forward to seeing what they can do in the future. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and hopefully I can answer them for you if I didn't cover them in this video. And as always, it's been your boy Laggin24, and I will see you next time.